There's Community Radio, CICK 93.9 FM, and I'm your host, Megan Brady. We're here for another lounge car session. And before we get into that, I've just got a little bit that I'd like to say. We'd like to thank our sponsor, which is the City West, located at 3767 2nd Avenue. And their phone number is 1 800 442 8664. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. They are your local alternative for your telephone, fiber internet, and cable television needs. It is May 16th today. It's a Thursday, and we're lucky we've got Norman Foote joining us. Now, I'm gonna start chatting, I think, a little bit with Norman. So thanks for joining us, first of all, Norman. And I hear that you are performing this evening at the Round Lake Hall.
7 p.m., you are correct.
Lovely, so very helpful. And I know that tickets are $10 for those that want to attend. If you have a family of four or more, it gets a little bit, there's a bit of math, but you get to save $10. So you will save money if there is more than four of you. And those tickets are available at the door. And I think we should start you off, introduce you, let folks hear you, and then we'll even tell them a bit more, just in case they get hooked and want to come see you this evening.
Well, thank you very much. I heard I was getting in free.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully the performer gets one comped ticket. Only one, though. You don't bring a whole pack, do you?
Well, not yet, but we'll see.
Yeah, maybe you'll get some groupies. Anyway, Norman, so you're here. You're based out of North Van?
Yes.
Great. But you've been around everywhere, from here, from there?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this has been this week up here has been fantastic. I was actually writing a song for Heisland Nation out of Kitimat, and we wrote a really cool song yesterday, and they produce it, and it becomes like a real chant or something that the students in the community can sing, and they help create it as well. And so I was coming up to work with them, and then my good friend Eric Anderson, who's a wonderful musical talent here and promoter, really producer, asked me, would you do a show at the Round Lake Concert Series? And I thought, perfect, I'll do it. And I'm thrilled.
That's awesome. Yeah, I will say thank you to Eric also for getting you in here. Yeah, he's a mover and a shaker, and he's greatly appreciated.
Absolutely. Well, I'd like to do a little tune that was all dedicated to my parents, because we all have to thank our parents for so much what they gave to us. And they gave me a guitar when I was 11, which was, by the way, now I'll tell you how long ago that was. It was 53 years ago. And I asked the kids that too, and they think, well, that must have been, 82 years ago. Anyway, great thing for kids is when you come to their concert, they say, you look a lot older than your picture. Anyway, they'll just say anything, right? But this is dedicated to my parents, and it's about a shirt. I love my new shirt, love my new shirt, love my new shirt. I love my new shirt, love my new shirt, love my new shirt. It's white, brown, and green, the best shirt I've ever, come on, seen. Turquoise and gray, I'll keep it on all day, come on. It's orange with a bit of red. I'll wear my shirt too. Yeah, good, now you're getting it. Whoa, 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 love my new shirt. Come on now. I love my new shirt, love my new shirt, love my new shirt. I love my new shirt, love my new shirt, love my new shirt. It's got a button-down collar. I think it makes me look taller. Yeah, got some stripes and polka dots. I think this shirt is really hot. I love it's a nice design. What I love most, that it's mine. Whoa, 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 love my new shirt. I love my new shirt, love my new shirt, love my new shirt. Good, sing with me. I love my new shirt, love my new shirt, love my new shirt. It's my favorite shade of blue. You'd think it's brand new. Oh no, it's not. I got it at a secondhand clothing shop. Can't believe my luck. The price tag is just $1. And the clerk, she said to me, you can have this shirt for free. That's right, you can take it. Nobody wants it. Really? They don't want it? Yeah, it's been in the store for 13 years. Come on. Well, I love that shirt. You know what she said to me? One man's junk is another man's treasure. Everybody starts singing. Whoa, 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 love my new shirt. I love my new shirt, love my new shirt, love my new shirt. I love my new shirt, love my new shirt, love my new shirt. Thank you. My parents owned a menswear store, and they worked together for 35 years in Squamish. And so I dedicate to them. My mom worked with my dad for 35 years. Her favorite saying was, I should have never worked with your father. I should have had my own career. Anyway, she said that a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, that was great. Hi. This is Megan again, your host. This is a CICK 93.9 FM lounge car session with Norman Foote, who's going to be performing this evening at the Round Lake Hall. Doors are at 6:30, performance at 7. You can get your tickets at the door.
Very good. Now, I want to ask you a few questions, and you can yell it out. Okay, this is very basic stuff. What country do we live in? Okay. Okay. Who's our prime minister?
Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, not Justin Bieber. Okay, then. How many provinces in Canada? 10. 10 fingers, 10 provinces. Okay, then. Now, how many territories? 3. Now, they made a new one a little while ago, right? Okay, very good. Now, I'll tell you what. Now, I wrote this song because we need to sing more songs about our own country, our own places, our own towns, our own life. You know, in the States, they'll sing about a mud puddle. They'll glorify it. But, you know, we need to sing more songs. So that's what this song was really all about. Now, there will be a part for people at home and people in the railway car to sing after me. Okay, here we go. Traveling man. Okay, you missed your part. We'll try it again. And you at home missed it too. Try it again. Traveling man. Traveling man. Where you going? Where you been? Won't you tell me? Won't you tell me all the places that you've seen? Well, I've been all the way to Sault Ste. Marie. You know where Sault Ste. Marie is? Come on. No. What province is Ontario? I'm looking for a melody, one I heard when I was oh so young. I've been all the way to Yellowknife. Okay, what territory? Come on, Yellowknife. Not the Yukon, no. Come on. Northwest Territories. I'm dancing with the midnight sun. Traveling man. Where you going? Where you been? Won't you tell me all the places that you've seen? Well, I met all the way to Halifax. Okay, come on, where's Halifax? Nova Scotia. With my home upon my back, spend some time in a small northern town. Oh, I met a man from Winnipeg. Okay, where's Winnipeg? Come on. No, Manitoba. I remember every word he said. Don't spend your life hanging around. Traveling man. Where you going? Where you been? Come on, tell me. Oh, you tell me all the places that you've seen. It's a wide, wide valley and a long prairie road. It's waiting there for me as I travel close to my home. Okay, now we're gonna play a little game. You can play along at home. Which is a little rhyming game, a little Canadian rhyming game. Here we go. I made a fancy maneuver when I was in... Manure. I can't believe it, but it rhymes with... There's no town called Manure. Since when is there a town called Manure? This is Vancouver. I made a fancy maneuver because only maneuver and Hoover rhymes with Vancouver, but now you say manure, I could try that. Okay, it smells like manure when I'm in but that would be Vancouver. No, boy. Okay. Well, I'm really in a hurry. I'm on my way to... No, Fort McMurray. Okay, never mind. Okay. Well, here's a town I'm gonna go back. The town's name is Chilliwack. Okay, you're getting them, Megan. You're getting them now. You're on a roll. This town rhymes with word. The town's name is... Come on. It's close to Chilliwack. Rhymes with word. Abbotsford. Nobody ever writes a song about Abbotsford. Come on, nobody. I'm gonna do some fishing when I go to... Mission, right on the Fraser River. I'm gonna get a new fridge when I go to... Maple Ridge or Lethbridge or Tumbler Ridge? Oh, come on. Okay. Well, I better keep your toucan if you're going to the Yukon. Okay. Okay. How about I'm gonna have a bowl of porridge when I go to Prince. Yeah, gonna bake a cake when I get to Williams. I saw a little mouse when I went 100 Mile. I met a guy named Bert. He lived in Prince Rupert. Yeah, I really got the shivers when I went to Smithers. Okay, not bad, you guys. You're getting there. Okay, how about I'm under the prairie moon when I go to Saska. Oh, you're getting it now. I better get out of here pronto. I'm stuck in. I'm gonna go back again when I go to Edmond. All right, very good, you guys. And Smithers is my favorite place. Puts a smile upon my face. Telqua is my favorite place. Puts a smile upon my face. Everybody, traveling man, where you going? Where you been? Yeah, you guys are good. Megan, it took you a while to catch on. You know, there's a couple of things we won't bring up, but you need to go back to your books and look up a few places here.
It's the truth. I'm not going to lie.
It's the truth. That's right.
This is a good testing. This is good. You're keeping us on your toes.
Thank you very much. Okay, well, you know, I'll tell you a little story was when I went to school in Wannock, I got to grade 1 and everyone said, wait till you get to grade 4. These kids said, you're going to get a mean teacher named Mrs. Wiley. It's a true story, too. I didn't think much about it because I was in grade 1 and, you know, everything was fine. I had a real great teacher. I remember I really liked her, Mrs. Barnes. It was really interesting. Got glasses in grade 1. Anyway, they got to grade 2, and again, some kids out in the playground said, yeah, grade 2 is easy. Wait till you get to grade 4. You're going to get Mrs. Wiley. She's super mean, right? I said, oh, geez, you know, that's the second time I heard that. Anyway, grade 2, I had Miss Penner, and I'll admit, I really liked Miss Penner. She was super nice, and I remember, and I'll admit it right now, I was hoping to grow up one day and marry her. You know, I will admit. Anyway, so I had grade 2, and that was fine. And then grade 3 came along, and I saw Mrs. Wiley. She was the grade 4 teacher, remember? I saw her in the hallway, and she had a real cranky look on her face, and she looked kind of mean. I'll admit it. And then not long after that, some more kids said, oh, wait till you get to grade 4. You're going to get Mrs. Wiley. And I thought, okay, well, by that time, you know, anyway. So when I got to grade 3, I haven't been in grade 3 yet. Did I mention grade 3? Because when I got to grade 3, I forgot to tell you a very important part of the story, was that I had Miss Penner again, right? So that was a teacher I wanted to grow up and marry. And anyway, the first day of school, she said, listen, everybody, she grabbed a big piece of chalk. I am not Miss Penner anymore. My name now is Mrs. Brown. Oh, that means you got married during the summer. Anyway, I got over it. So then summer holidays came along between grade 3 and grade 4, and I remember very closely that we got close to going to school after Labor Day. My mom said, come on, you guys, get in the car. We're off to school. And so I said, Mom, I can't go to school. I got Mrs. Wiley, and she's super mean. She says, I don't want to hear that. She's not mean. Get in the car. Me and my brother and my 2 brothers. And so anyway, off I went to school, and she let us out of the car. And I stood by the car. I said, Mom, I can't go. I can't. I'm like Mrs. Wiley. She's super mean. My mom says, don't be silly. Just go on. I got a little further away from the car, and I looked back and said, but Mom, I can't go. Mrs. Wiley, she's mean. And my mom said, get going, Norman, go to school. And then I got right up by the stairs. I could see my mom still down there in the parking lot, and I yelled at her. I said, Mom, I can't go. And my mom flipped out. She says, get to school. And then she started driving away, and she was laughing as she drove away, you know. Anyway, so I got to school, and we walked into the schoolroom, and as soon as we got Mrs. Wiley's class, nobody moved. Nobody. And she was very, very organized. We put our books in our desks really nice and neat and tidy. We never scribbled on them. We never even chewed on an eraser. I'm telling you, we did our homework. When she gave us homework, we went straight home, and we did it, right? We never fooled around. We never interrupted the class. We put our hand up. It was unbelievable. She had total control of the class. And then one day, Mrs. Wiley said, class, today we're going to have music appreciation. I want everyone to get up and sing a song in front of the class, one at a time. So the first person got up. I think it was a Friday afternoon, and Mrs. Wiley was tired, you know, because teaching is tiring. Friday afternoon, you're exhausted. I mean, face it, you're looking after everybody's kids, right? And maybe 25 of them in the class. Anyway, so by Friday, I think it might have been a Friday afternoon, so one at a time we were supposed to get up and sing our favorite song. Well, so someone got up and sang Working on a Railway, which is still popular today. And then The Old Gray Mare, that's a popular one. You Are My Sunshine, you know, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Someone sang Old MacDonald. Someone sang I'm a Little Teapot. Someone sang Happy Birthday and Jingle Bells. And then suddenly it was my turn. And she says, Norman, your turn. Come on up here. Norman, get up here. And so I got up in front of the class and I froze. I was intimidated. I don't know, because everyone sang the songs I wanted to sing. And I was stubborn enough that I didn't want to repeat it. I don't know what happened. My heart was beating, and Mrs. Wiley was looking at me. And the class, they had their mouths open. What is going on? I didn't start crying, though. Anyway, remember, I'm only grade 4. And then all of a sudden, a miracle happened. I started to make my own song up. I sang a sentence. And I sang another sentence. It rhymed. I sang another one. Those 2 words rhymed. I went to another section. I came back to another section. I made the whole thing up at a midair. It was a musical. It was a miracle, musical miracle. And I started going back to my desk. I got halfway, and she goes, Norman. Oh, no. She had a fairly deep voice. And I said, yes. And she looked at me, and she says, did you make that up? Oh, no. And I looked back. I said, yes. And then she looked at me. I'll never forget this. She looked at me. She said, very good. She said, very good. She says, and she looked at the whole class and said, Norman wrote his own song. Now that's good. And then she looked at me and she said, you're good at that. Keep doing it. Turned out Mrs. Wiley wasn't mean at all. She was the best teacher I ever had. She was strict, right? But she inspired me. And I learned 3 things. One was don't judge an older person by the look on their face. Sometimes you get older, you look cranky, but you're not, okay? And don't pay attention to some of these rumors people say. A lot of times rumors aren't true at all. And I also heard pay attention to your teachers. Let's hear it for Mrs. Wiley. She was a good teacher. It's a true story. She inspired me. I'll never forget that day. I kept writing songs from then on. Now, let's move on to something else then. Now that I told that story, I hope that wasn't too long. Do you think we've lost any listeners out there? Because I had a good ending, right? Okay, I'm going to do a little tune now, which is one of the first songs I wrote for kids. It's called I'm Living in a Pumpkin Shell. I'm living in a pumpkin shell. Oh, what the heck, it's not so bad. I got a sister, she lives in a shoe. She called me up at 1:45. She said, I've got too many children. I don't know what to do. I've got no more utensils. All my dishes run away with my spoons. I'm living in a pumpkin shell. Oh, what the heck, I won't complain. Humpty Dumpty fell off a wall. At 2 o'clock he gives me a call. He said, I fell off a wall. And that's not all. All the king's horses and all the king's men can't get me together again. I'm living in a pumpkin shell. It's 3 o'clock, it's time for tea, time for tea. A little pumpkin pie for you and me, And for dinner, what shall we do? We'll have a little pumpkin stew. I'm living in a pumpkin shell. Oh, what the heck, it's not that bad. I got a sister, she lives in a shoe. Here's a song for people who have little babies at home. It's called His Majesty the Baby. Well, it's 5 o'clock and the afternoon has gone, and all is quiet, all the shades are drawn, and we're walking on tiptoes, 'cause everybody knows he's not to be disturbed. Not one single word. So hush, be quiet. Won't you please be quiet? You may announce him now. Everybody bow for His Majesty the baby. Hush, he's waking. Hear the little sounds he's making. You may announce him now. Let everybody bow for His Majesty the baby. The ladies standing waiting, they say hush, be quiet. They all stand there debating, what will His Highness say? Come on, hush, be quiet. Won't you please be quiet? You may announce him now, let everybody bow for His Majesty, the baby. Thank you very much. Okay, well, we're rolling ahead here. Oh, well, that's a little feedback there. That sounded good, though. It was right on key. I like it. I like it. I like it. No, it's good.
This is CICK 93.9 FM. And for those that are just tuning in, we're doing a lounge car session right now with Norman Foote, who's up from North Van and is going to be performing this evening at the Round Lake Hall. The doors are at 6:30. Performance starts at 7. Tickets are $10 at the door. And Norman, I wanted to ask, where can people get a hold of your music? If they can't make it tonight or they haven't been able to catch this, where can they get your music?
Well, you know, most people just go online to iTunes or CD Baby or Amazon and they find it because it's all on there.
Great.
And they download the songs they like. I have a new CD out now, and Traveling Man is on that CD, and that one there. But you know, the CD thing is not the same anymore, right? It's people want their favorite tune and make their own song list, and so we're all sort of adapting to that. But yes, I do have CDs at the concert, but there's no more music stores anymore.
You can get it online.
They get it online, absolutely,
online.
absolutely.
That's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, why don't you tell us maybe a little bit about the work that you're doing in schools? Because you were just mentioning that you've done the thing up with the Haisla Nation there. So what else have you been doing, or what does that work look like?
Well, I'm pretty fortunate the fact that I get to play in so many places and in theaters and festivals, but the one that's really closest to my heart is the music that I've helped create in schools, and lately, more so than ever, is First Nation and Inuit schools, and I've been invited up to the Northwest Territories quite a bit in the last year and a half, 2 years actually, and been way up to Inuvik and then further up to Victoria Island, to Ulahaktok, to Tuktiaktuk. I wrote a song called Tuktiaktuk. Big Fat Raven we wrote up there as well. The ravens are as big as dogs. Christmas in Inuvik, Quikchavavik. There's another community called CICK along the Mackenzie River. We drove down the river. It's the ice is 5-6 feet thick up there. And wonderful creative energy, and with the teachers as well, and with the students, and how related the students are to the animals. We do a thing called, I just started doing a thing called, I hear a wolf. Okay, you do the sound effects. I hear a wolf. Yeah, good. Okay, I hear a moose. Yeah. I hear a muskrat. You know, muskrat's this. Try it out. Come on. Sounds like me kissing your granny with no teeth in. Yeah, they really laugh at that. I hear a goose. Try it out. I hear a raven. A nasty raven. He's on the loose. Anyway, that song could go on forever, and it's amazing the sound effects that those kids know up there. So anyway, we create songs, and sometimes I'll record them again at home and send them up. Sometimes we record right on the spot, and it's always an incredible journey to go up to the communities.
That's awesome. That's absolutely.
I'm learning a lot. I learn a lot from those trips.
Yeah, I would imagine. And it even sounds like you're picking up language as well, as every step of the way.
Every step of the way. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I'll throw it back to you.
All right, then, well, listen. I want to do a little song which I've been doing for a long time. It's a traditional song, and I very rarely will go to a show without doing this song. It's about a farmer. Well, old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. On that farm he had a slug, E-I-E-I-O. With a big slug here and a green slug there. Here a slug, there a slug, hurry up, get the salt. Well, old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Now that song could have been sung by Johnny Cash. I hear that pig a running. Yeah. Megan Trainor could sing it. All about the pigs, no chickens. All about the pigs, no chickens. All right, thank you. Miley Cyrus singing Old MacDonald. You came in on a chicken wing. You're floating on a chicken wing. Donald Trump singing that song. We're going to make the farms great again. We're going to build a wall around the whole farm. We're going to make the neighbors pay for it. Okay, then. What if Old MacDonald was written by, how about, let's see, let me think of a good one. Okay, how about Bruno Mars singing Old MacDonald? Instead of uptown, let's go up farm. Up farm stunk you up. Come on. Up farm stunk you up. Up farm stunk you up. Let me come here. Up farm stunk you up. Up farm stunk you up. If you don't believe me, just moo. All the pigs go hallelujah. What if Bob Dylan sang it? Well, I had a farm. Yeah. Ain't gonna work at Old MacDonald's farm no more. Well, MacDonald. Hey, what if the Baja Men sang it? Come on. Who let the pigs out? Do your part. Who let the pigs out? Pigs don't go ooh ooh. Come on. Who let the pigs out? Yeah. Who let the cows out? Who let the horses out? Who let the chickens out? Who let the monkeys out? Who let the horses out? Who let the lions out? We'll stop there. It could go a long ways, right? Well, old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And for those that are just tuning in, this has been a lounge car session with Norman Foote, and it's CICK 93.9 FM. I'd like to thank our sponsor for these lounge car sessions, City West. And for those that are interested in catching more of Norman's performance, please go to the Round Lake Hall this evening. Doors at 6:30, performance at 7. And yeah, thank you so much, Norman, for coming. And with that, I would like you to maybe play us one last song.
Alrighty. This song is about sticking with your dreams. It's about an Irishman who goes to Dawson City. He's a boat builder, too. It's all I'm going to tell you. All the way from Belfast he travels, heading for the gold town, across the sea, across this great land, sitting up all night, riding the rail to the mountain meets the sea. Up the rocky coast to the shipyards, he's working on the riverboat day and night. Lucky for his trade, he'll soon have it made. They gotta get it finished before the ice comes. There is no rhyme or reason, no turning back. We've come a long, long ways, so I just keep believing. Don't know why, but I keep chasing this dream. I keep chasing this dream, dream. There's hundreds of people all waiting on shore. The boat's fully loaded, can't take any more. There's builders and bankers with their plans and their schemes, all waiting for them 1,000 miles upstream. There is no rhyme or reason, no turning back. We've come a long, long ways, so I just keep believing. Don't know why, but I keep chasing this dream. I keep chasing this dream, dream, dream. Going up the Yukon River, all the way to Dawson, I'm gonna strike it rich. And the Bentley she burns, and the big wheel she turns. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there soon. Well, I want to say thank you for having me on your show. This is one of a kind. I love this place. I'd like to move in. But it kind of reminds me of those old paddle wheelers going up the Yukon. I mean, this wouldn't be quite as old as a paddle wheeler, but still, it's vintage. Hey, imagine you're on a paddle wheeler. You're going 1,200 miles up the Yukon River. Come on, it's 1896. We're having a good old time. Come on, why don't you clap your hands in time with the music? Come on, you guys. Yeah. Stick with your dreams. There is no rhyme or reason, no turning back. We've come a long, long ways. So I just keep believing. Don't know why, but I keep chasing this dream. I keep chasing this dream, dream, dream. Thank you so much. Sorry I teased you.